Welcome to Dinar Community, your trusted source for verified updates on the global foreign currency markets, especially for holders of the Iraqi Dinar IQD, Vietnamese Dong VND, and Zimbabwean Dollar ZIM. In a groundbreaking shift that's turning heads in U.S. banking circles, PNC Bank has officially released its June 2025 exchange procedures for the Iraqi Dinar, marking a dramatic new chapter in this long-anticipated financial movement. This isn't just a tweak in policy, it's a complete overhaul of how foreign currency redemptions, particularly the IQD, will be handled inside a major U.S. financial institution. For years, investors have operated in uncertainty, navigating forums, rumors, and inconsistent guidance. But now, PNC is putting structure and transparency front and center, in full alignment with evolving federal guidelines and global anti-money laundering (AML) frameworks. A historic shift in currency redemption. What makes PNC's announcement truly remarkable isn't just the policy, but the timing. This policy launch arrives in tandem with coordinated international efforts surrounding the VND and ZIM, currencies that have long shared speculative status with the dinar. The synchronization across these nations and their respective banking systems suggests something larger is unfolding, a possible global revaluation phase or, at the very least, a tightly timed domino effect of regulatory alignment. PNC's Dinar Exchange Policy. Key takeaways. Starting June 2025, all Iraqi dinar exchanges through PNC must follow strict guidelines. Appointments only. Walk-ins are no longer accepted. Investors must use PNC's online portal to book a formal exchange session. Registered currency holders. Clients must open a dedicated foreign currency account at PNC prior to any redemption. Exchange limits. Each individual is permitted to exchange up to 5 million Iraqi dinars per day, subject to compliance and identification checks. KYC and AML compliance. Enhanced Know Your Customer procedures are now required. Clients must submit legitimate proof of currency origin, including invoices, receipts, and financial trail documentation. This policy overhaul is meant to reduce fraud, ensure transparency, and align with global monetary laws, all while creating a clear, legal pathway for investors. Transparent exchange rates and digital innovation. PNC will update its official daily IQD exchange rate every morning at 9 a.m. ET, based on the Central Bank of Iraq's benchmark rate, plus a bank service margin. This provides full pricing clarity before any transaction is completed. Even more notably, PNC is exploring digital integration for future IQD transactions. In partnership with Ripple and Swift, the bank is working to integrate blockchain-based mechanisms for tokenized, asset-backed currency exchanges, aiming to boost speed, accountability, and security for high-volume redemptions. Institutional confidence replaces speculation. For 2 decades, U.S. banks have largely shied away from formally recognizing exotic currency redemptions. But now, with PNC leading the charge, institutional legitimacy is entering the chat. Other banks, Wells Fargo, Chase, and Bank of America, are reportedly holding internal discussions and reviewing their own exchange rollout strategies, potentially preparing for action by Q3 2025. Analysts are taking note. Fidelity currency strategist Morgan McBride points out that, when central banks and institutions begin tightening frameworks, aligning on digital pathways, and reinforcing compliance standards, the speculation phase gives way to preparation. In other words, it's no longer theory, it's execution. The bigger picture. VND and ZIM gain ground. While the IQD may be the focus of PNC's new policy, Vietnam and Zimbabwe are moving in parallel directions. Vietnam has reportedly reached new agreements with the IMF to modernize its financial systems, especially regarding a digitally backed VND. Zimbabwe, meanwhile, is turning heads by proposing a gold-backed ZIM currency, with BRICS nations beginning to take note of its long-term viability. These developments aren't isolated, they reflect a broader movement, the gradual transformation of speculative currencies into institutionally accepted assets. Verified investors rise to the front of the line. According to Sheila Monroe, a regulatory compliance officer, PNC's verification-heavy framework ensures that honest investors can finally participate without fear of red tape or fraud risks. James Delaney of the International Exchange Group echoes that sentiment, saying, "We've gone from rumors to regulations." That makes scale possible. Those who've taken the time to prepare, gathering receipts, obtaining source of funds letters, and securing formal documentation, are now in prime position to move quickly and safely through this new system. The road ahead, from speculation to strategy. This move by PNC is already reshaping the investor mindset. Online communities, social platforms, and YouTube channels are buzzing with real-time confirmations, exchange walkthroughs, and shared preparation guides. The conversation has shifted from guesswork and date-watching to action steps and paperwork. Instead of, will it happen? The question is now, how should I prepare? Here's what serious investors should be doing now. 1. Organize all currency-related documentation, including purchase receipts, bank records, and verification letters. 2. Open a dedicated foreign currency account with PNC or your chosen financial institution. 3. Schedule your appointment through the official currency exchange portal. 4. Monitor the daily exchange rate updates, especially if exchanging larger amounts. 5. Speak with a tax advisor regarding capital gains implications, reporting requirements, and how to remain compliant with IRS guidelines. A new era for IQD, VND, and ZIM. With Vietnam's increasing trade influence and Zimbabwe's resource-backed economic restructuring, the stage is being set for a multi-currency resurgence. These currencies are no longer fringe bets, they are strategic, geopolitical assets. And just like PNC has given IQD legitimacy, similar processes may soon roll out for the VND and ZIM. Investors holding a diversified currency basket across these three will be well positioned, but only if they act now. The final word. PNC's June 2025 announcement represents more than just new rules, it signals the end of ambiguity and the beginning of structured redemption for foreign currency holders. If you've waited years for this moment, now is the time to prepare, not fantasize. The revaluation window is opening, but those unprepared may find themselves caught in delays, denied access, or overwhelmed by compliance hurdles. This is no longer about hope. It's about strategy, and the investors who move with discipline, diligence, and documentation in hand, they are the ones who will benefit most from this global financial turning point. Push pin call to action. Check mark comment below and share your appointment experiences or ask questions. Your input could help another investor prepare. Check mark subscribe to Iraqi Dinar info for daily updates on IQD, VND, and ZIM developments. Check mark download our free prep checklist now. It's your step-by-step roadmap to successfully navigate your first exchange with PNC. Checkmark bookmark our live rate tracker to get up-to-the-minute valuation updates for all three currencies. Like and subscribe for more videos.